What's going on, guys? DeFi Drip King here, back with another video, and we have an update on the animal farm. Forex Shark, the developer, sent a bunch of new messages in Telegram, and we're going to go over that. For you guys who are new, the animal farm is a project by Forex Shark, yield farm lending protocol, and right now the animal farm is currently paused temporarily because apparently there were some people using bots to try to drain contracts and take a lot of money. So Forex Shark temporarily paused the animal farm and was working on fixing that, and he's coming out with a version 2 of the pig token. So right now, as you can see, everything is paused in the farms. You see, pause. The piggy bank is stopped. The pig pen, the pools, paused. The pig pen, where you put your pigs, it's paused. So let's get into Telegram and see the updates that Forex Shark gave us. So this was a few days ago. Forex Shark gave this update. We want to meet the public's demands to add the ability for smaller divs to be compounded in piggy bank. This is important since you need to compound in order to claim your bonus, and it is not fair if the smaller users cannot earn a bonus for time locking and cannot compound at all. Also, there were a couple botters who sniped the launch and were attempting to drain the system using automated scripts which only sell. We will not allow for this. We temporarily blacklisted them, but to do it properly and allow for smaller users to also benefit from compounding and time locking bonuses, we need to do as follows. We need to launch a new piggy bank contract, but since we have no ability to migrate people's funds, we need to launch a new pigs token as well. Then migrate liquidity from the V1 pigs token to V2 pigs token. Airdrop the V2 pigs token to current V1 pigs holders minus the botters. We will then migrate the state of version 1 piggy bank with no ability for smaller users to compound to version 2, where smaller users will have the ability to compound. It will not take too long, but it will be a process and you will need to be patient as it is for the best of every legit user in the system. We need the state of dogs and pigs to remain untouched while we do this, so we have paused both dogs and pigs until the migration is complete. The whole system will be so much stronger from this, as we will not have a small handful of botters draining the system. The bonus compounding mechanic will be much more fair to small users, and although it would be easier for us to just say, oh well, we will always do what is right, even if it means confronting an issue like this. Alright. Then he gave us this update. I believe this was yesterday. Good news, we do not have to wait to mint pigs for us to remove liquidity. We are going with the faster but equally good method, and we will have everyone send their pigs token or pigs LP tokens to a wallet. We have taken a snapshot of the state before we paused everything, and people who send in their version 1 pigs and version 1 pigs LP tokens will be credited with version 2 wherever they held version 1. If you held and send in version 1 LP, then you will be airdropped version 2 LP. If you held pigs in your wallet and send them in, you will get airdropped version 2 pigs, and if you have your pigs in Pigpen, you will withdraw them and send them in and will be credited in the new Pigpen with version 2 pigs. We will do it this weekend. Just talking about the weekend that's going on right now. So this was yesterday or the day before yesterday. People cannot do it yet because everything is paused, but we will unpause and allow people to do it this weekend, and people will have until Tuesday to send them in. We want to give people plenty of time to send in the version 1. We have made great progress. We have pulled the data from the existing contracts. We have created the contract that allows people to send in their version 1 pigs and version 1 pigs LP. We need to make the deploying scripts for the contracts. We are pretty much done. And then I think some guy's complaining here. Do you mean to tell me that this developer is locking hundreds of millions of dollars? Forex Shark goes, this is 100% untrue. There isn't hundreds of millions locked. The pause mechanic is function that we specifically designed to disable after we finish the launch process, same as we did with Animalfarm and Rev. We knew we still had to launch contracts to incentivize pigs LP adding and kept the pause functionality until after this for insurance that if something went wrong, we could prevent a disaster. And it's a good thing we covered our bases. You sound like the people who were angry after the ETH Foundation DAO hack that Vitalik didn't just let ETH die from hackers stealing hundreds of millions of dollars in the early stages of ETH. With all of DeFi projects, there is some element of centralization necessary. What is important is that the centralization cannot be used to steal funds from investors or exploit the system for insiders. The fact that Animalfarm and Piggybank relies on the full cooperation of the community to make these changes, and that the only centralized power we have is limited to mechanics that allow us to ensure the safety of investor capital if something unexpected happens, should give you assurance, not a negative issue. Then he says, I believe this was last night, going through block by block, pulling the actions from Piggybank, running through all the gifted stakes now. This way we can recreate it, but with a higher starting seeded amount. Hoping that we can start having people send in their version 1 pigs and pigs LP tomorrow. So this was today at 1:30. Hoping that we can start having people send in their version 1 pigs and pigs LP tomorrow. All right. That would be awesome if we can do all this tomorrow. Everything is the same, just early buyers will have less price impact, meaning people who got in after them got a better exchange rate, and people will have the ability to compound small stakes. What will the rewards be set at for the new launch? The farms and pools are not changing. You can keep your money in them. The only reason we are relaunching pigstoken is because a couple botters have way too many of them, and we have no good way of blacklisting them since they hold LPs, unless we launch a pigs v2. Okay. Someone asked, what will happen to all of the rewards generated in the farms? Nothing, they are just paused. They will just start back up. And I believe this is the latest update from Forexshark today. As usual, all our code works perfectly. This was not an issue with our code. The issue we had is due to using the same launch metrics as dripgarden, but dripgarden didn't get botted by snipers buying $500,000 at launch. If people would have just used the contract normally, none of this would have been an issue. Of course, I knew sniping would likely be an issue, so I suggested before launch that we increase the seeding amount, but my partner brought up that if we increase it too much, it would make it even worse for smaller users because the cost of buying a whole piglet would be higher, and you need to be able to buy a whole piglet to compound. Because our countdown to launch was ticking down and we felt like we needed to make a quick decision, we felt like the safer decision would be to go with what worked with dripgarden. It's a major lesson learned. We will never set a launch date until everything is 100% done so we don't feel pressured to make a quick decision. If we had one more day or even an extra couple of hours, we would have realized the answer was to start with a higher seeding amount plus increasing the piglet supply relative to truffles. This way it never costs more than a fraction of a cent to buy a whole piglet. Lessons learned, we did have protocols to prevent a disaster which have been put in place, and we will move forward better from the lessons learned. Okay. And now we're up to date, guys. So hopefully tomorrow we can do all these things he's saying, take our pigs and we send it to a wallet, and then we should receive new pigs, and then they should be put in the new pig pen, and then all will be right with the world. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to give you all those updates on what Forexshark was saying. Hopefully tomorrow is the day, but, not making any promises. We've seen this many times where we end up waiting more days or longer than was promised, so fingers crossed. But if you guys want to get on my Animal Farm team, if you want to get signed up, I'll put the link in the description for the Animal Farm. And also, if you want to get on my drip team over on the Dripnetwork, get on my team, guys. If you're new and you don't know what the Dripnetwork is, I have other videos on my channel. Check those out. where I talk about the Drip network, how much I'm making. So right now I have 647 drip in my total deposits, and this is earning me 1% per day. So 1% of the 647 with a USD value right now of $35,047. 1% of that is paid out to me in drip every day. And right now I have an available amount of drip, 8.465 with a USD value of $458. I can do two options. I can hydrate, recompound, or claim. All right, if I claim it, that means I sell the drip. Well, sends the drip to my wallet. I can sell it into BNB, and then I can do whatever I want. I can send the BNB to my exchange it for USD, send it to my bank. But what we want to do, guys, the better option is to hydrate, recompound. It'll take that available and add it to my Faucet deposit, which grows the deposit, which grows the 1% daily drip that I'm earning every day. And so the secret here is to compound, guys. All right. If you have any more questions, leave a comment in the video. If you like this video, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you give me a like, subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be making more videos on Dripnetwork and animalfarm. So if you like this stuff, guys, please let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe to my channel. Get on my drip team. I'll put the link in the description. And yeah, let's make this passive income, guys. All right, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.